Hello and welcome back for more Dread Delusion. Last we left off, we were doing a lot of final explorations to find all the things that we can and get the best weapons we can. And I think we're gonna be headed for the final battle here. Let's pull this up. Come on, OBS. I know you can do it. There you go. Yes. Sitting here on our ship. Our sky slug. Yeah, very little left to do as far as quests go. That one, I think we're just gonna leave that. I don't know about it's. You gotta find the 10 crystal skull things and activate them within a time limit. And I don't know. This one, return to the blinding light. This one, you should return to the High Confessor at the blinding light. And then this one, obtain an airship and explore the distant islands for a means to upgrade the cutter. Well, we've done that. Look at our lovely ship. Our lovely sky slug. But yeah, I mean, we've got ourselves decked out with this awesome Shroomweave greatsword. Just holding it in our hand makes our spells better. We've also got this void bow, which does a lot of damage. Then we've got this Emberian helm, which boosts all skills significantly. Not quite as much as a specified helmet, like the Assassin's Cowl. Gives more lockpick than this does. The Extravagant Hat gives more charm than this does, but this gives everything a huge boost. Including Spellcraft, which we don't have any other helmet that gives Spellcraft, so that's really nice. This robes here give us Spellcraft, which is awesome. Now, Emberian armor boosts maximum health, mana, and stamina significantly, which is neat and all, but we've got a ring here that allows mana to regenerate based on the wearer's regen stat. Also got a ring that just has a chance to critically cast when I cast a spell. Just a neat little bonus. Got ourselves an Eldritch Focus, which empowers my spellcrafting while reducing my defensive capabilities. As long as I can kill them quickly, it doesn't matter that my defense is 0. Yeah, manacles. These cause me to attack sluggishly, but will find my spellcasting much empowered. So it boosts my spells, but not only does it make my... I think it makes my attacks slower. My melee attacks. But it definitely reduces my attack to 0. So if I'm going to actually swing or whatever, I could switch to these gauntlets. Boom, attack 65. Look at that damage. 75 from the bow. Insane. But I'll mostly be spellcasting. My mana regenerates and my spells are boosted a lot. So seems pretty good to me. Now let's take a quick little jaunt here. Have we? Yeah, we've been up there. I want to quickly There we go. Take a trip this way. I think that's the academy. Yeah. I think. Right, control. There we go. Descend a bit here. Loading, saving. What? Ah. Let's try that. There we go. Clipping through my ship again. Figure we'll avail ourselves of I don't need that. Of this charm buff. Just in case it comes in handy. And then we'll return to the blinding light. Yeah, actually, can we literally, like, can we just hop over like this? Oh, can't be lowered here. Man. Okay. I think we will have to... Is there a dock at the blinding light? I don't think there is. Like at the castle structure. Doesn't seem like it. Is there really no way for me to just drop anchor here, maybe? Well, maybe if I can line this up. Maybe I can just jump. Woo! What's up, everybody? Hey. Confessor? What are you doing up and about? The High Confessor's coffin is being escorted away by her own agents. Hold on. Yeah, I think I did this.
Let go of me, fools!
She sees you.
Confessor! There you are, you traitor! Do you know what you have done? You think appeasing that spirit will stop this madness? That thing is not even real. Just a shadow of my former self. A vestige of trauma. Singed upon the skies.
I'm sorry. She exhales a deep, raspy breath.
Listen, Confessor. 17. Confessor 17. They'll throw me in a cell with no lock, from which I'll never see the light of a neuron star again. But I won't resent you. I won't curse your name, so long as you do one thing. Bela, crush her skull and shatter her bones for what she did to me.
You hear her faintly sobbing inside the coffin. That's all I get. Okay. No, I was talking to this guy. Fine. Oh, if it isn't our newest confessor! I'd love to help you with your mission, but I don't have the security clearance to know...
To know all the ins and outs. You should speak with Inquisitor Ignavius on the platform opposite the High Confessor. He'll know what to do.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Wow. Hey, Unforgiven, betray the High Confessor. I didn't really betray her.
Thank you for what you did back there, stranger. Not all would have done as you did. Don't spare any tears for the High Confessor. It hardly pleases me to see my true self brought so low, but she dug her own grave by siding with these authoritarian...
She smirks.
Oh, don't worry. They can't see or hear me. I may be a ghost, but I can still weave a simple concealment spell.
Do I have to follow Inquisitor Ignavius' orders then?
I wouldn't worry about him. That bumbling fool hasn't the slightest clue what's going on. My personal feelings for the High Confessor aside, her plan is still your best chance of getting close to Vela. Looks like you've done it, stranger. The cutter's been fitted with those fancy gadgets, and you're all set to slip aboard the cradle without anyone being any the wiser. If you really manage to pull it off, I doubt the Inquisition will notice a single confessor goes missing in the chaos. So tell me, stranger, if you make it through this, what will you do next?
I'll see where the wind takes me.
Ah, free spirit, eh? I don't doubt you'll make quite the adventure. But I suppose you shouldn't count your egg sacs before they burst, eh? That cradle is going to assault itself. Seems like your companions are ready for the fight ahead. All you have to do is take the cutter and depart for the cradle. If anyone can get to Vela, you lot can. And if anyone can stop her, well, I don't know. Many wise heads have been turned by Vela's grandiose dreams before. I fear you may be tempted too. I won't tell you what to do when you meet Vela face to face. That's for you to decide, stranger. But I trust when it comes to it, you'll do what's right.
Yeah. Do what's right. Now our quest list is looking really small. But here we are. We got our group together. Nerd! Hello, NRA. How's it going? Orlaith looks agitated, shifting in her armor.
You know, I've faced up to impossible odds before, always bested them. So why do I feel so God's nervous?
She looks at her hand and, trembling slightly, she clenches it into a fist. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. Hey, Orlaith, you seem to be jittering a bit there. Your helmet and your pauldron, and also that door.
Guess I've always looked up to Vela. She's saved me more times than I can count. So even though I know this is the right thing to do, my stomach's still churning.
She looks at you.
Listen, Confessor. When we met, you told me we'd finish what I started. The mutiny against Vela. And stop her before she does the unthinkable. Do you stand by that? Do you really think we can do this?
I've seen you fight, Vela doesn't stand a chance. She nods.
I appreciate your confidence in me, Confessor.
Olathe is silent for a moment.
You know, I've never felt like I've belonged anywhere. Being born from a glass tube will do that to you. Even those first few years with Vela, when we thought we were really making a difference, it was still Vela's dream we were chasing, you know? But now, I think I finally know what my purpose is. To stop the evils of my ancestors from ever being repeated. She twists up the corner of her mouth. Or die trying. For better or worse, that's thanks to you, Confessor. So I suppose I just wanted to say thank you.
My pleasure, Olathe. She smiles at you warmly. Yeah. Frost is sipping from a teacup, which he raises in salute at your approach. Ah, Confessor! Good of you to join us. So here we are at last. The interval is nearly over. The curtain's soon to open. Everything is in place for the final act. Let's just hope I can remember my lines. After all we've rehearsed, but how are you feeling? Oh, naturally I'm scared shirtless. This is the confrontation I've been running from all along. This, what I became, Horus to escape. Yet I am finding that the fear is less biting than before. It feels calming, somehow. To last be walking towards my troubles with a firm resolve. Funny how long we resist the simplest lessons. Confessor, do you remember our first meeting? Lately I've found myself turning it over in my brain. At the time you persuaded me that the angel's promise was a mirage, that a better world can only be built one brick at a time. Those were wise words. The Dark Stars could have bettered so many lives, with all the power and treasure we attained. If we'd done the hard work and made the hard choices. Instead, we took the easy path, following our leader into nation, for a prize that could absolve any crime. But he takes a deep breath and locks eyes with you. Things are different now, don't you see? The cradle has risen. The stable door has been blown off its bally hinges. Everything the Clockwork Kingdom ever tried was mere child's play compared to the angel. This is it. The real deal. And now that we're on the precipice, I find I cannot turn my back. It's all Horus's fault, I'm afraid. His visions were so good. Because he still had hope. Hope that every person could be redeemed. That love really was more powerful than despair. When you reawakened my old self, that hope didn't die. It stayed with me, infectious, all mixed up together with everything I've seen and done.
Frost smiles ruefully.
So you see, I have to believe that Horus wasn't wrong to hope. I mean that literally. I have no choice but to believe. For Sam and my family and everyone I've ever loved. Honestly, I have no idea what I'll do once we reach the Angel. Frost laughs. Refreshingly honest, Confessor. Very well. You improvise, and I'll react. If it transpires that we are cast as foes, let us play our parts with gusto. I'm gonna flippin' regret all this, aren't I? We shall see, Frost. Also, how goes your, grinding for gear in FF?
Ever since we saw it, I've been thinking of that angel. I've long read of such ominous entities drifting in the void beyond reality, but until now they were entirely theoretical. But seeing such a creature in the flesh, I could feel its incongruity, its vast contradiction, like a thorn in my brain. With something so alien to this world, maybe Vela really can bend reality to her will.
The Duchess plays idly with her void dagger, watching it glide through the air.
Oh, Confessor, my apologies. I was lost in thought. It's that angel. I've long read of such entities drifting in the void beyond reality, but until now they were entirely theoretical. For all the complexities of our cipher art, we have only the smallest understanding of the void.
Nice, nice. Yeah. I've definitely got my tank gear pretty well set. I think it's up to average 730 now. So, at least for current stuff, it's fine, and hopefully it'll be okay for whenever 7.3 comes out, though I'll still be working towards getting more 750 gear, which is just gonna take weeks because of that cap on tomestones of mathematics, but yeah. I'm currently now gonna be going more for a weapon of 750 item level, because I've got 2 pieces of the 2 hollow saber pieces, and so I just need 2 more. One I'll be able to get tomorrow, because that's when the reset is, but the other one I'll have to wait till next week. But I should, at least in that time frame, hopefully have enough, gather enough mathematics tomestones to be able to actually get the weapon.
I've been thinking on this a great deal these past few days. My people's burden is ours to bear, and though we lament our torment, I believe some good, no matter how slight, can be gleaned from the worst of tragedies. Vela's idea of heaven might benefit my people, but I have no doubt it would wreak great havoc and disruption upon everyone else. For this reason, I'll help you to stop Vela, no matter the cost. You are still going to try and stop her, correct?
After she ran me through with her blade, I'm hardly going to help her.
I thought as much. It'll be a risky fight, but I'll do my best to aid you. When we reach the cradle, I'll keep Vela's main force distracted with a cipher shield. That should give you time to find an alternate entrance. But no matter what, this will be a perilous mission. I've spoken to Care and arranged for my daughter's hand to be delivered home if I am to meet a similar fate to hers.
Makes sense, yes.
Well, this is it. One last daring push into Vela's maelstrom, eh? Only this time, I fear there'll be no second chances.
He shoots you a serious look.
Doesn't matter how many times that god of yours can pull you back from the dead. If Vela activates that abomination, it's all over. Unless we can stop her, Vela will either rule the world or end it. That girl. For bringing it to this. She could have done great things, you know. Her name could have gone down in history as a savior, not a tyrant. Well, anyway, Cutter's ready to depart. You might want to check with the rest of the crew to see how they're holding up first. But otherwise, use the controls when you're ready. Just make sure you're really ready, eh? Assaulting that cradle is no easy task. This may just be the last thing we ever do.
What's the plan once we reach the cradle?
The place is a fortress, too risky for a head-on assault. But if the Duchess could distract Vela's entourage with her magic, the rest of you might have a chance. Frost thinks he spotted a back door, some sort of utility pipe that could be cracked open, giving you and Olathe a way inside. Then, Olathe will head straight for Vela and try to keep her busy. As for you, find that angel at all costs. Then, if all goes to plan, we'll meet up in the cradle's center, and we can boot that angel back to the void. Piece of cake, eh?
Yeah. Sounds like it. Hang on. I want to check something. Whoop. Nice. So I was thinking, I'll make my own void dagger. Why not? Just because. Alright. I'd say we are good to go. Oh, I apparently have unspent delicious. Oh yeah, that's right, from completing one of the quests. Why is everything minus right now? Oh gosh. Stupid. Look. Because I went to the surface without my gas mask. There we go. It's looking better. Okay, so I'm thinking Persona. Get more regen rate. Currently, regen is 35. And if I wanted to, I could just pop on my regen outfit. And then suddenly my regen rate is 65. Crazy stuff. Alright. Well. It's time to go. Right underneath my ship, which is just sitting there. To the Cradle achievement. Here we are. Passed through the barrier.
Once more, I've erected my transpositional supply tent. By all means, use it to stock up, but don't tarry. We must strike quickly now that we're here. Vela's lackeys will come at us in full force, but I'll try to keep them at bay for as long as I can. Once we've set off, you must find Frost and help him make his entrance.
Try to make anything... Not particularly. What do we get from this? Elixir spellcast. Right. I can make a couple of those. Oh, look! A health potion. Or mana potion. Love it. We're aboard the most abhorrent vessel ever constructed, surrounded by the Union Navy, on our way to face Vela Colors and her captive eldritch horror. Careful, Confessor. Anything more dangerous and I might start having fun. Hey, Frost. Frost is in full flow, seemingly possessed by the ghost of his piratical past.
Onward, laddies! No dawdling, no dallying, and no fannying about. Last one to reach the aeration pipe owes us all a full Landely's breakfast. Lundaly's breakfast.
He glances at you, baring his teeth in a fierce grin.
Showtime, Confessor. Break a leg.
Yeah, just let me, look around real quick. An Iberian ore here at the end of all things. Hey, look. A respawn point as well. Probably a shortcut back. Let's go. Whoop. Cutscene. Or just loading. Oh, probably my friends moving around. Yo, what's up, Dark Stars? Oh, look at that, you're dead. Oh. Oh no. Why is it? Come on. There you go. I think my spell was going and hitting this floor here. Nice job, friendos. The Duchess is clearly straining to maintain her powerful cipher spell. Don't worry about me, Confessor. I faced worse odds than this. Just find Frost and get inside this thing. Got it. Yo, what's up? Coins 20. Hold up. What? There you go. Oh, come on. Oh. There we go, finally. Mana potion. Coins. And chest. Iberian ore. Hey, yo, what's up? Will it won't even let me try. Okay, fine. You know what? Woo! Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? What's that? You're gonna try and catch me? With your silly little legs? Oh, but hi. Frost is once again fiddling with his handheld door-breaking device, but this time he is visibly under stress.
Confessor, you've arrived in the nick of time. Confound these obstinate Iberians. I'm attempting to halt this aeration turbine to afford our ingress, but it appears there is a failsafe switch somewhere nearby. Most likely on the platform beneath here. There's an elevator down nearby. Find that switch, shut it off, and you shall have your door.
Behind you there is a deafening shriek of offensive magic and a flash of blue light that briefly casts deep shadows across Frost's face. He looks worried.
Quickly now, Confessor! Let's not miss our cue.
Yeah. Elevator. Okay, now, sometimes the game does this, which is real weird. Just standing in that in some areas, objects move kind of with the camera. And they really shouldn't. Ow. Rude. Die. What's up? Bam. They just don't stand a chance. I'm too powerful. Okay, I'm just copping these patients. Oh, hello. Don't really need the iron, but I'll take it. Switch activated. Frost. Something has changed. What's going on with my spells sometimes? Varian ore, coins, lovely glimmer. Silver to fools. Woo! Alright. Guess we'll hit up this elevator. I think this is the shortcut. Woo! Oh, hi. I see you, brother. Dude. Looks like they probably locked this door again. Yeah. That's fine. First! Nah. You don't get to drink potions. Only I get to drink potions. Frost's body lies mangled within the twisted wreckage of his clockwork armor, his fine clothes sodden with blood. Ah! Hang in there, Frost. I'll get you back to the cutter. Frost tries to spit up as he cries out with surprising vehemence. No! No! Don't stop for me. You must reach Vela before it's too late. He grimaces. Not a bad finish for old Caxton Frost, huh?
A final stand, heroic downfall, not a dry eye in the house, dramatic to the last. But the curtain's not fallen yet. Hey, darling, if you can build something better out of all these ashes, then it won't have been for nothing.
He reaches up and grips your hand tightly.
Please, Confessor, activate the angel. Make all this worth it.
He releases your hand and slumps back, his strength failing.
Oh, and please tell Sam that I'm sorry. I really did want to come back to him.
I'll tell him, I promise. Cross eyes are screwed tightly shut, and he no longer seems to hear anything you say.
Angel, please. You have to... Sam.
I can't be activating that angel, guy. It's not a good idea. The last time it was activated, it sundered the world. NPCs are moving. My spell not reach? Come on. There we go. Woo! I wonder how this fares. Not really any better. There we go. Down he goes. Multiple paths. I think that's a shortcut. Yeah, back to the front. Hello. Sword. Jeez. Just more Emberian ore. Elevator. And huh. Place where I could rest. Teleport back to if need be. I'm doing just fine. Let's go. Hello? There you go. Got a few good hits in before he brought his shield up. There we go. 15 coins sitting there. Oh, hello. They really just don't stand a chance, do they? It's through this door. A glimmer, nice. Health potion. Ammo. Many doors. Oh, is that when the 7.25 increases? Or is there something else? That. Yeah, cosmic exploration. Cool. Elevator. What's this? Okay, come on. Come on. Alright, fine, come here. There we go. Oops. There we go.
Cradle network breached. Security protocols overwritten. Control of mechanical humanoids severed. Further, containment compromised for prime specimen code Angel. Entity is attempting to replicate. Access to cradle womb. Sealed until threat nullified. Additional information restricted to Class A citizens and above.
You need to reset security protocols if you want to regain control of the situation. All your citizens have been dead for hundreds of years. If you want to stop this angel spawn, I'm your only chance.
Analyzing. Class A population count, 0. Class B population count, 0. Class C population count, 0. Analyzing. Threat level critical. Without containment, prime specimen replication will trigger disaster event tier 0. Destruction of reality. Additional information request granted. Prime specimen code Angel is attempting to replicate the resulting subspecimen, code designation Angel Spawn, is located in the power relay chamber. Subspecimen, code Angel Spawn, is capable of distorting reality, designated Class A threat, use of force not advised. Conclusion. Overloading the power relay chamber may result in subspecimen's destruction without unnecessary conflict. Speakers should look for the 4 override terminals. High technical skill required. Ceasing communication.
4 override terminals. Is this one of them? I feel like it might be. If that's the Angel Spawn. Well, okay then. Let's have a quick look just to make sure we didn't miss anything. Back here. Oh. Confrontation not advised. But... door shut tight. Whoa! Hey! Rude. Okay, that thing is pretty powerful, it seems. Oh, but I can totally kill it. Hold up. Let me just find my elixirs of spellcast. Look at that, I killed him. Cradle Assault. Having gained access to the Cradle's main structure, you have managed to defeat a replicated spawn of the Angel in combat. Nothing now stands between you and Vela. Delicious. And that robot said that confrontation was not advised. Oh, hello. Okay. There we go. Oh. Look, it's another one of those bits. Another one of the 4 terminals I was told to activate. Try this elevator. see where it goes. Ah, a third terminal. You might as well activate them, right? That's where we came in. So now what? I mean, I was told nothing now stands in my way, but... Alright. There we go. Yes. Oh boy. Okay. So many traps. Something has changed. There you go. I mean, I guess I should really just disarm one row. Don't really get anything for disarming all of them. Okay, so now what? Is there anything else on the outside? I don't think so. So what am I not seeing? Oh, what the? When did this get here? What? I don't remember this. Let's go for a ride. Gonna take you for a ride. Actually, real quick. This is a locked door, right? Yeah. Barred from the other side. Real quick, I'm just gonna put on my charm kit. Get a little extra charm. Just in case. Vela cradles Orlaith in her arms as her body shakes with silent sobs, tears flowing down her cheeks. She looks up at you with red eyes, all too human after all.
So it's you. Funny, I would have thought a sword through the heart would have proven more of a setback.
I'm full of surprises.
Aren't you just, Confessor? I didn't want to kill her, you know? She came at me full force. I only meant to disarm.
Vela closes her eyes, overwhelmed by a deep exhaustion.
That's what I always say, isn't it? I didn't want to. They made me do it. I had no choice. You were right, I think. About me and Isabet. I wasn't chasing this dream for anyone but myself. For that mute, stunned little girl standing in the ashes of her home. Do you have any idea how long never is? Never to see her again? Never to hear her stupid little laugh? Never. Truly, I don't know if anyone ever comes to terms with that. So I sailed around, pretending to be a savior, loosing my anger on whoever would play the villain. When I found that map, gods, it was like a djinn granted my wish. Like a message from the universe saying, maybe she died so you could do this. Because really, who could dispute that logic? What price could outweigh saving everyone forever?
She shakes her head.
Even Jack knew better than to gamble on credit. The more principles I twisted, the more blood I spilled, the more friends I led to their deaths. The more my debt grew, and the more the angel seemed like the only solution.
Vela meets your gaze again, eyes welling up, voice cracking with the desperate abandon of confusion, or of confession.
So I can't be the one to make this choice. Not anymore. I'm so deep in blood that I can't even see the surface.
She lets her head fall to Orlaith's body again.
Please, go to the angel. It'll answer to you. If you wish to destroy it, I won't stop you.
Thank you, Vela. Vela says nothing as she rocks her best friend back and forth like a baby, racked every now and then by spasms of grief. Well, dang. What's up, Angel? Oh.
What do we have here? It seems as though some wretched soul, spat from a dank prison cell, has somehow stumbled into the most fateful moment in living memory.
She grins.
The angel watches you, stranger. To its incomprehensible mind, you are little more than an insect crawling on. And yet here, in this plane of existence, it has no power without one such as you. It is a thing born of the void. It can think and feel only in cipher, and lacks the perspective of being immortal to have agency in this place. It must merge with another. This creature defies foresight, stranger. In the threads of prophecy, this moment is an abyss through which I cannot see. For years, I thought it was Vela who would stand at the precipice. But now I see that it is you.
It was merely a roll of the dice. She smirks.
Many in your position would claim sole responsibility for their successes. I'm glad you have the sense to see otherwise. These islands have long been the home of dreamers and fantasists. Their delusions have seeped into the fabric of the earth, waiting for one to reclaim them. The people here have hung their wishes on your shoulders, nothing more. But you should do well to remember that your power, all power, is borrowed. We are not but conduits. And now, whether by chance of skill, you wield more power than any before you. The last time this angel was roused, the whole world was destroyed. You could banish it, or you could merge with it and succeed where those before you failed. What will you do, I wonder?
Could this angel cause another world rent? I'm pretty sure yes.
I would like to tell you that the Iberians, 400 years ago, used the angel with malice and stupidity so as to doom the world to such a fate. But the truth is, nobody truly knows what happened back then, or what could happen now. Vela was certain she could merge with the angel without triggering a syntax cascade. I am not so brazen as to say either way. For someone who has spent her life predicting the future, it is somewhat of a novelty to admit I have no idea.
Well, it's now or never.
Good luck, stranger.
She smiles warmly.
Or perhaps I should call you friend.
Yes. Well, I guess gonna take a little elevator ride on up to meet this thing. Okay. As you approach the angel, a pressure builds inside your skull until it feels like your head might split in twain. Your body shivers with a nauseating energy. Somehow you know the angel is inside you. Get out of my head! A needle of pain gouges through your mind. Memories of your childhood, of people and places you knew, all flash before your eyes. Wrenched forth by the will of this creature, is it trying to understand you? What are you? Very well, Inare. I hope your headache abates. What are you, angel? More pain, but this time the memories are not your own. A sensation of limitless possibility, of incomprehensible freedom and unending time envelops you. For just a fraction of a moment, you understand what it means to be truly infinite, to stretch beyond the limits of this reality. You realize the angel is trying to share its experience with you, though much is lost in translation. And why are you here? You caused the world rend, didn't you? What you know of the world rend, scraps of history, hearsay, and a pervasive cultural dread rises to the forefront of your mind. A note of confusion flows through you. The angel doesn't seem to be sure, but you understand that when it was brought here, another tried to merge with it, unsuccessfully. In that moment, a simple cry of pain from either of them could have obliterated this world, just as a human could accidentally trample on a colony of insects. Why are you here? A confusion of sensations flash through your mind, an Emberian vessel invading your life essence, somehow latching onto you, pulling you through layers of reality until you are small, oh so small, and trapped in this cage. You understand somehow that the angel is severely impaired in this world. The limits of time and space, the rules inherent in such a rigid existence, entrap the angel in this corporeal form. So, what happens now? Your body seethes with impotence and impatience. Yes, you understand. The angel can do nothing on its own. Not in this reality. Not in this body. It is trapped here. It must merge with another, a sentient being from this material plane, if it is to have any agency here. It would need only be a moment, and the angel could separate once more, peeling off from its new form and returning to the void. Or it could stay and weave a new reality within this one. I think I'm ready to choose. A tingling of anticipation suffuses your body. The angel awaits your decision. I want to banish you back to the void. You feel a yearning for something like home, for the expanse of the infinite void. But a wave of anxiety hits you. There will be no going back from this decision. All the pity and despair, the tumult and the blood, the cyclical cruelty, the pious theft, all of it will go on, alongside whatever joy the people of the Sky Realms can carve from the crooked bow of mere existence. Is that your will? Yes, you must return to the void from whence you came. Your body is engulfed in a warm tingling that soon becomes a tearing, agonizing pain. Your vision distorts, then seems to blend with your other senses, like your very consciousness is dissolving into water. The angel is borrowing your mortal essence so that it may leave this reality. Your last coherent thought is a desperate hope that you made the right choice.
In a searing flash of light, the angel is torn from existence. For a moment, you see it tumbling into the fractal madness of the void, just before the ripping reality snaps shut. The cradle lurches around you. Without its power source, it has begun to plummet back to the Underlands.
Uh-oh.
It is only thanks to the nimble piloting of Jack Basalt that you are rescued from the wreckage. Ignoring her frantic protests, you shove Vela on the craft as well, and the three of you watch the cradle fall below the clouds. You are silent on the journey back, thinking only of Orla, the Duchess, and Caxton Frost, for whom the cradle will forever be a tomb. With your penitence fulfilled, you are released from the Inquisition. Free at last, you set off alone, caring not where the wind takes you. In the years that follow, tales are told around the Sky Realms of a lone wanderer whose very presence seems to put strange events in motion. Jack Basalt retires from mercenary work and spends the rest of his days drifting from tavern to tavern, drunkenly rambling of his bygone exploits.
Wow, dude.
With time, the names of his former comrades are forgotten, and he is regarded as just another old fool. Frost never marries his lover, Samor. He remains a traitor in the eyes of his homeland.
Oof.
The Duchess, shredded and scattered to the winds, finds a strange new peace as a fractured witness to the secret life of the Underlands. The Emberian's armor lies, unrusting, at the base of the world, while her flesh returns to the soil. Their sacrifice is recorded on the jet-black memorial obelisk that stands in the gardens of the Citadel of Doubt in Riova. Thanks to your assistance, the Apostatic Union is able to purge the Wiccan covens from every corner of Hallowshire. The region enjoys a new era of stability and lawfulness, though despite many pleas for aid to the Union mainland, the famine drags on for several years.
Oof.
And in neighbouring Puel, the Scry Shroom harvest never quite recovers, with the village falling into destitution in the coming years. Hood, however, travels the Sky Realms, finding awe and adventure. By calming the Entombed One's rage, you ensured that the Queen of Silver will reign over the Endless Realm for many a century more, while her subjects rest safely in the quiet gloom of their mausoleums. And by aiding penitent Thor with her dilemma of sentient flesh, the Endless are able to remain self-sufficient. They continue to feast on meat that is, as far as anyone knows, lacking a mind of its own. Relations with the Apostatic Union continue to improve, and in time, the two neighbours are known as firm and fast allies, united in their godlessness.
Nice.
With your help, the Clockwork King dies without an heir, and its courtiers are violently deposed. Though many citizens perish in that first brutal winter, this time a natural spring follows in its wake, along with a blossoming sense of mutual solidarity.
Nice. Rise up.
The Saboteur's leadership ensures that people meet the crisis together, and soon the old songs, all the old songs, return to the tea rooms and temples. It also creates a safe haven for crooks and black marketeers, who swiftly become indispensable to society. In response, the Union moves troops in from Hallowshire and occupies the island, announcing its intention to restore law and order. A long resistance struggle concludes with the declaration of New Cardova as a freebooting, fractious nomad republic. With Vela defeated, the chains that bound your mysterious benefactor shatter, freeing the entity at last. You never cross paths with it again. After the Cradle incident, the High Confessor's ingenuity is finally recognized.
Yeah.
In time, she rises to the very top of the Inquisition, serving as Grand Inquisitor.
Oh boy.
And as for Vela, you shared few words during your escape. The next day, she was gone, and none have seen or heard from her since.
Well, that was a lovely game. Although, it didn't mention anything about the little godling that we didn't kill. The one that we set free for our ghost friend. So I do wonder what happened with that, but... yeah. Very much akin to like Oblivion style of game, especially with an ending like that where it's all like, okay, here are the results of all of the choices you made throughout the game. It's neat. And then I guess my character just gets to wander about the world, wherever the wind takes them, becoming something of a folk tale. Some mysterious person that wanders in and somehow sets all kinds of things in motion. Also just a wild world. This Dread Delusion place. I do kind of like how they're all like, okay, so magic is really just like computer coding, but it's the coding of the universe that people have learned how to write in. And they write code, the code of the universe, in order to cast these magical spells. And then the Clockwork King just being a magical computer, supercomputer that computes all kinds of things and can create things maybe, but also they're like disappearing people and places and sending them to some other like universe, some other pocket universe or whatever, where the people then turn to stone eventually. Wild, but yeah, down with the Clockwork King. Rise up, the peoples of the kingdom. Seize the means of production. Yeah. All in all, I'd say that went pretty well. Sadly, several of our friends died. You know? Olith, Frost, the Duchess. Sad times, especially for Frost and his husband. That sucks, man. But also, I mean, I had to choose to send the angel away. I mean, come on. Firstly, the first time it was activated, the world was sundered. Secondly, sure, maybe I could have succeeded where they failed, but also it feels kind of, I don't know, really weird, like, coming up and be all like, no, Vela, you can't do this. It will fail. It'll cause another sundering. But I'm gonna do it, though. But I'm gonna do it instead, because I'm definitely gonna succeed where you would fail. And it's just like, if I just go and use the angel to remake the world, then I'm just doing what Vela was going to do. It's just that I'll be in charge instead of her. You know? That just doesn't seem right. And then also on top of all that, yes, death sucks. Yes, it sucks when people that you love die or are suffering. But at the same time, death gives life meaning. If you never die, I mean, it depends on, it can depend a little on what you mean by never die. Do you still have to eat? Do you still feel pain? You know? Do you still, if you can you lose an arm? If you can still lose an arm, what happens when you're just a bunch of split up parts? Do the parts stay living? Do they rot away into just skeletal bits when they are severed from your main body, your organs and things? Are you still alive then? Like with the Endless in this game, where they could lose an arm and their arm can still... They can still feel what their arm feels. Which is wild. But yeah, generally, death gives life meaning. Yes, death sucks, and it can be very painful, and it can be emotionally painful to grapple with that fact. But our existence is temporary, and that's fine. At least, that's the way I see things. You know? We are on this earth for but a brief time. But in that time, we can feel many highs and many lows. And that's life. And I would certainly not wish for an endless life for all. But yeah. That was Tread Delusion. It's a pretty good game. It's a really, really good game. It's got some small bugs and issues, but like with sometimes when you're standing in certain places and you move the camera, objects move with your camera, but in like a parallax way where they don't move one-to-one with the camera. They kind of sluggishly move in the direction that you move the camera. And then in our... Where was that? Was it on the, in the main base, I think? There was a room that you could decorate with, like, a painting on the wall, but if you don't have any paintings, or you just don't decorate that wall yet, the texture that's there for a blank picture frame stretches off into infinity in 2 directions. Passing through walls and things, and so that's a bit of a bug there. Also the jittering sometimes, like when we were talking with Orle earlier, her helmet jittering, the door off over her shoulder was jittering as well, and I think the railing right next to her left hand was jittering as well. So yeah, it's got some minor issues, but overall, I had a lot of fun with it. It was really nice. And I became quite powerful by the end there. Quite the powerful wizard. Just casting essentially a magic machine gun. Super buffed. And there's definitely a variety of builds that you could go with. Because you could go with just going magic. Although, there is a downside to that of how much mana you have. But once you do eventually get that ring that allows you to regen mana, mage pops off. Obviously. You're not guzzling mana potions all the time. And even early on, I was able to just run past most enemies, which is fun. That you have that option to just be like, And I'm run right past you. What are you gonna do? Try and chase me down? And then getting that spell that just increases movement speed and jump height. That was awesome. I really loved that spell. I love going fast. But then, you know, there's other builds of just going super agility and being really fast and using either like a dagger or maybe a bow. Though, I will say it took a long time before I finally got a bow. Like, I kept picking up ammo and I'm like, what am I supposed to use the ammo with? I don't have any ranged weapons. I don't have a bow, I don't have a gun or anything. Though I feel like if you knew where the bow was located, you could probably go straight for the bow right away. I think it was more towards the Clockwork Kingdom or something. It was either in the Clockwork Kingdom or closer to the Clockwork Kingdom than where I was going at first. Because I went for the Endless Realm first when I was given the option to choose. But yeah. Still, obviously there's also the melee build where you just go full might and you're a tank and you hit real hard with your sword. And then even then you've got the branching path of Shroom Weave weapon, Clockwork weapon, or Void Steel weapon, which is Void Steel just does a ton of damage. Clockwork has some funky mechanics going on with it. Either sword that is also a gun, or sword that is also a twin sword that slashes twice as fast. Because you're slashing with two edges. Two different swords at the same time. And then the Shroom Weave is just equip this and your magic gets stronger. Which is obviously what I ended up going with. And you could even mix and mash, because like you could make a Shroom Weave bow and be a magical archer. Though I feel like that's a little less useful, because one of the benefits of using magic is that you can be at a distance and cast magic at people. And you kind of lose that if you're going to be using a bow to be at a distance and shoot people. Though you could go for less of a combat mage and more of a summoning mage, because that was another option, is to summon skeletons to fight for you. There was also a spell that I basically never used, which would allow me to essentially force my enemies to fight each other. It requires a lot of charm, which is why I didn't use it so much. But you could cast that spell on an enemy and now they're your ally for a short time. Which is another path to take. And we ended up getting that mask item thing that would make that more powerful or easier or whatever. Yeah. And I've just also realized that there were those two robot guys in the room with the angel spawn, they called it. And I'm realizing that, yeah, they're there as a bit of a extra challenge, adding an extra challenge to the fight, in that now there's, some mooks that you have to deal with while you're fighting that boss. or fight them and then fight the boss. But also, you could probably use that spell to charm them to your side so that they help you fight the boss instead of helping the boss fight you. So that's neat. That's real neat that they've got those kind of options built in. Yeah, and there's some things in the game where it's like, okay, in order to get this, you need a really high might. That's the only way to get into here. Or in order to do this, you're gonna need to lock pick this door. That's the only way to get in. But then there's other spots where it's like you could lock pick the door, or you could smash it open. It depends on what your build is. And other options where it's like you could lock pick this door, or you could use your lore skill to find the little hidden switches to activate those, and that'll open the door rather than you needing to lockpick. And so that's nice that there's some option stuff going there, depending on your build, and then other things that it's like, yo, if you went for this build, this is for you. Everyone else, nuh-uh. It's pretty nice. Obviously a lot of thought went into it. I really enjoyed my time with it. And if you thought that this looked like a fun game to play, then go out and check it out for yourself. I would certainly recommend it, especially since there are choices in this game, and you could make different choices than me. You could say, screw you, Apathetic Union, I'm siding with the Wiccans. I'm gonna help them out and help their gods come back into power. You could say, you know what, I am going to remake the world as my own heaven. Or maybe there's an option to be like, no, Vela, I'm siding with you. You do this thing and merge with the angel. I'll be here to help you out. Who knows? My path was but one. Regardless, though, next stream will be on Wednesday. Should be some more art. Working on that OC redesign. And then on Saturday... yeah, don't have anything else going on then. Saturday, more Final Fantasy XIV. We'll be doing more side questy things. Got many more of those to get through. And then, yeah, including an alliance raid that I'll have to queue up for. And then next Monday, I've got to find a new game to play. At any rate, until next time, be kind to yourself, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.